your home and go someplace, whether it's to another city, another state, or to another country, you are in a different frame of mind. I mean, because I can remember the first time I ever went to like Hawaii, for example, okay? We met people there, and you're just so much more open, you're so much more, hi, how you doing? And you're friendly with people, and I made friendships there with a couple. They were just in the same place we were at, and you start talking and shooting the bull, and all of a sudden, we're good friends, and we kept in touch, you know, we kept in touch for years. Matter of fact, they came over, they were in Australia, and we were in San Diego, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they called us and said, hey, he's coming into town, and so he stayed with us for a week or so. He went to a school, seminar here, and so like that, we were going to do the same when we were back to Australia. About 5 or 7 years. But the point of it is, so I mean, you go on cruises, same thing. It's more, people are uninhibited.
Mm-hmm.
They're more open. They're just, it's like it releases you to where you're so open, and people are so much more everything. It's just giving, and you're just, you know, you have more pay. It's just everything. It seems to be better. Then you come back to your mundane life, and everything goes back to
normal, to routine.
But it lasts for weeks after you come back.
Right. Yeah.
You seem to be a better person for a while, thinking about your vacation until it starts to dwindle away.
Yeah, and
then
it's time to go on another one.
Yeah, it's time to go on another one. Now think about this. With what we have, you could almost live on dream trips. You could go from a dream trip to a dream trip to a dream trip and do it cheaper than you could stay and pay for your mortgage fee, you know, and stuff like that, living at home. I was thinking about it because look at that. You go for 2 months for like, you know, about $4,000, okay? How much does it cost you to eat a day?
Right.
Okay. You know, when you think,
Right.
I remember, I guess just because it's just has so many memories to me, is my uncle took us on a Caribbean cruise.
Wow.
When I only had one child, and she was only 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
So he was 92. My dad went with us, and both of my sisters, only one of my sisters went, and then me and my wife and my daughter. And we all had our own rooms, all stuff. It was nice. We went all over the Caribbean. It was a 10-day thing.
Wow.
And, you know, he paid for everything. It's like he said, that's what he did. He traveled. See, I had traveling in my blood, even though I couldn't do it when I was younger, because my uncle was very well off, didn't realize this, but he wasn't a snob. He traveled the world. He went to China when you couldn't get into China. He did that kind of stuff. Because he was traveling in the 50s. He retired from his bank, even though he was CEO and did other stuff. He retired in the 1952 or 53, something like that. And then him and his wife, they had no kids. They would travel the world. They'd come back, and then he would tell us all about it. And I had a childhood growing up watching all kinds of parts of the world, and him telling us all kinds of fascinating stories about all these places that I only saw in books. And he brought back pictures and slides, and he'd always bring us back. He started me collecting knives. He would bring back all these different knives from all over the world, you know, made out of ivory or made out of this or made out of that, you know, from all over the world. Just little things. Each one of our kids, I'm named after that uncle. He's my Uncle Walter. He took us on his cruise when he was 92.
Wow.
And it was a memorable one because of all the stuff that we did and what we did with, even though I only had one kid. I've done other trips that were probably unbelievably better, but not as memorable because of my dad and my mom. So it was fun. I mean, we got so spoiled on that trip, it wasn't even funny because my uncle and my daughter was the only one on that ship. There was only the maitre d's. You had the same ship, same people that waited on you. They said, you don't worry about it. You come in anytime you want because the guy that was the maitre d' of this whole area right there, he had kids and all that stuff, and so they treated you like stuff like that. She would come in and they would take her on a tour of the kitchen. Anything they wanted, they gave all the tours. It was at the East Port. We went to the Citadel in Haiti or Dominican Republic. You know, the 7th wonder, 8th wonder of the world, they call it. You know, the Citadel, like Gaddafi built. Anyway, we went there and went to the jungle. And my uncle, donkeys, my aunt, when they went on all these trips, they'd bring back all this stuff from all these parts of the world and show us all kinds of different aspects of the way other people lived and what they were doing. You know, and it was amazingly opening up your mind a little bit that it's not always all about you and your little world. You know, and it's just like because of that and all the other stuff, I think I had more questioning of a lot of different things and maybe a little open-minded on a lot of stuff. Probably one of the ones I remember the most because of just
who you were at the time,
was alive and everything else. So you know, it meant a lot more to me, I guess.
Right, it's true. Cool.
More impressionable because I was in my 30s.